So balance sheet at the beginning we called in single entry statement of affair. So creditor account is prepared to find out the credit purchases. Your opening stock is 6,000. Purchase cash purchase is 5,000. On furniture also 600. It becomes 1,200. Hello, my dear student. I am Dr. B.S. Subramanya, called by name Dr. B.S.S., Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidyashram First Trade College, a temple of excellence, Mysuru. I am going to hand financial accounting. First semester BCom, the session goes in favor of accounts from incomplete record. Incomplete record means single entry system, so which have been converted into a double entry system. What are the procedure to be followed? I will explain the problem slowly and say that which are the items to be explained here. Mr. Anand carries on a small business but does not maintain a complete set of accounts. However, he makes a proper record of the receipts and payment during the year and also of the assets and liability on 31st December every year. So year closes on 31st December every year. On 1st January 19 his position. When they give the first January as position, you have to prepare a balance sheet. So balance sheet at the beginning we called in single entry statement of affair. What do you mean that? Statement of affair. Creditor will come on the liability side, debtor on the asset side, bank on the asset side, stock on the asset side, furniture on the asset side, investment on the asset side. So whatever the difference comes, that is called your capital. Then receipts and payment, here's name. So receipts of the year, no, cash purchases, it will come on the credit side of the cash account. Paid to creditor, credit side, drawing credit side, wages credit side, salary credit side, repayment of bank loan. What we assume, no, we have taken the 2,000 loan and repayment made. So we can show on the receipt side also, on the payment side with the assumption we took 2,000 loan which has been paid out. Machinery purchase on 1st July, interest on loan has been paid, rent and lighting is an expenditure, sundry expenses is an expenditure. Then these are all the cash transaction. Discount allowed will come in the debtor account and also P&L account debit side. Discount receipt will come in the creditor account and the P&L account credit side. Return inward means sales return. So that should be shown in the what's called return inward debtor account and deducted from the sale. Return outward means purchases return that will come in the creditor account that should be deducted from the purchases. Depreciation is to be provided at 10% per annum on machinery and furniture. On 31st December 1993, the position of his business was end of the year. Closing creditor is 8,000, closing debtor is 11,000, closing stock is 8,000 for prepared trading and profit and loss account. So this is for the major question we are going to ask. Slowly we have to prepare. When the opening date is given, you have to prepare opening statement of a is nothing but a balance sheet on the opening date. So we'll go one by one now. He say, so this is the position of the business means we have to prepare the opening balance sheet. We'll go with the statement of 31st December 1993. So we'll go one by one. What is the first item? 1993. Here, no? This was here on 1/1/1993. Balance sheet you have to prepare. Here, no? This is the closing balance sheet. First you have to prepare opening balance sheet. This is, what's your opening date? See that? Receipts and payment for the year 31st December, here no, on 1/1/1993. This is 1/1/1993. We'll go one by one. What is the first item? See that? Creditor 5,000. Liability side of the balance sheet. Then debtor, this over. Debtor is 7,600. Debtor 7,600. Then cash at bank, this over. Because cash at bank is 2,400. Then opening stock, your opening stock is 6,000. Then opening furniture, 6,000. Opening investment, 10,000. We'll add the figure now. This is 10 plus 16, 22, 24, 17, 31,200. Opening now. We have got a balance opening statement of a pair. So 6 plus 0, 0, 10. 32,000. 32,000. Deduct 5,000. This is 27,000. That is the capital. Opening capital. So this is opening capital. So they have given opening debtor, opening cash at bank, opening stock. We can find out the opening debtor. Then we'll prepare the debtor account. We'll start with the debtor account. What's your opening balance? See that? Opening debtor, 7,600. Then any cash received is given. See that? Opening debtor. Then payment drawing is there. Repayment of bank loan, nothing is there now. Then bad debt is how much? 1,000. Discount allowed, 1,600. Then return inwards. Return inward is 800. Your closing debtor, 11,000. Add the figure. 14,400. 14,400. 6,800 is the credit sale. Here we have got a credit sale of 6,800. So two balance brought down. There is no cash received is given. This is nil. They are not given. Discount allowed is 1,600. Bad debt is 1,000. Return inward is 800. Balance carried down is 11,000. So you got a difference of 7,600. This is opening balance. Difference is 6,800. So debtor account is prepared. Now we'll go to creditor account. Okay. By balance brought down. What's your opening creditor? 5,000. By balance brought down 5,000. Come back here. Any cash payment to creditor? Here. Payment to creditor 8,000. Cash payment to creditors 8,000. Then discount received 1,000. Return outwards 1,000. Closing creditor here Sundry creditor is 8,000. Add the figure. 8 plus 9, 10,800. I will repeat. Once again, I will make the payment now. We'll repeat now. Here now, creditor, debtor is over. Creditor. Buy balance brought down is 5,000. Due cash payment is 8,000. So 1,000 closing 8,000. So 8 plus 8, 16 plus 2, 18,000. Out of that 5,000 gone means 13,000 is the credit purchases. So creditor account is prepared to find out the credit purchases. Debtor account is prepared to find out the credit sale. Then we'll go with the, if the receipt is given, we'll go with a cash transaction. So what's your opening balance of cash? See that. So opening cash at bank, 2,400. Due balance brought down, 2,400. There is no cash sale, no amount received. Here, what is assumption now? Repayment of bank loan is there now. So, what's the repayment of bank loan now? If you see that, what's the repayment of bank loan? Assume that 2,000. We took the loan of rupees 2,000. So bank loan is 2,000. Repayment also 2,000. Then come back. What are the expenditure they made? Here, first one, cash purchases 5,000. They made a cash purchase of 5,000. This is a cash purchases 5,000. Then creditor paid. See that how much creditor paid? 8,000. Creditor paid 8,000. Then drawings are there. Drawings 3,000. All payments in cash is going out, 3,000. Wages paid. Haven't got any wages here. So wages paid 9,000. Then salary paid 5,200. Bank loan, repayment of bank loan 2,000. Then machinery purchased. Repayment of bank loan. Machinery purchase on 1st July 12,000. All cash payment 12,000. Then interest on loan paid. Interest on loan paid 600. Then rent and lighting. Any expenditure, rent and lighting is there, 3,000. Expenditure. Then rent and lighting, interest on bank loan 600, rent and lighting 3,000, sundry expenses. Any sundry expenses there, 4,400. So if we see now, debit side is more than the credit side is there. So we'll add the debit side now. There is no closing balance is there, no balance carried down. Add the figure, 0, 0. Third item, 2 plus 6, 8 plus 4, 12. 1 carry, 1 plus 5, 6. 14, 17, 26. 31, 33, 35, 38, 42. 1. 52,200. So 2 plus 6, 8 plus 4, 12. 1 plus 5, 6. 8, 14, 17, 26, 31, 33, 35, 38, 42, 52,200. Out of 52,200, you have got 4,400. 47,800. Balance carried down. Bank coding. So, assumption 52,200. Out of the 2,000 gone mean assumption bank loan has been taken 47,800. Just an assumption we did 47,800. So we'll move on to now. We prepare cash account, we prepare the debtor account, we prepare the creditor account, we prepare the cash account. We'll go to the balance. So one by one. What's your opening stock? Here, your opening stock is 6,000. Opening stock is 6,000. Then purchases, there was a cash purchase. Here in the problem, there was a cash purchase, 5,000. Cash purchase, 5,000. Then credit purchase, you calculate it in the creditor account. Creditor account. What's your credit purchase? 13,000. Add the figure. It becomes 18,000. So here, return outward should be deducted. What's your return outward here? Return outward is 1,000. Return outward 1,000. Deduct 1,000. It becomes 17,000. Then wages. So your wages is 9,000. No outstanding. Come back to credit side. By sale, there was no cash sale here, nil. There was a credit sale in the debtor account. When you prepare the debtor account, there was a credit sale to the extent of 6,800 here. Credit purchases. Come back here. Creditor. Opening stock. Credit sale is 6,800. Outer column 6,800. Get right. 6,800. Listen, return inward. Your return inward is 800. Net sale is 6,000. Then closing stock in your adjustment is there. Stock on here now 8,400. Stock is 8,400. Add the figure. So debit side is more. So 17 plus 6, 23. 32,000. 32,000. 0, 0. 17,600 is the gross loss carried down. Here I will explain now. Your opening stock is 6,000. Purchase, cash purchase is 5,000. Credit purchase is 13,000. Totally 18,000. Return outward is 1,000. It becomes 17,000. Wages paid 9,000. Come back here. Your sales is, there is no cash sale. There was a credit sale of 6,800. Return inward 800 becomes 6,000. Closing stock is 8,400. So difference is, debit side is more. So there was a gross loss of 17,600. So we'll move on to profit and loss account. Here, gross loss carried, brought down. What's your gross loss? 17,600. You'll put the expenditure one by one. First is your salary, how much you paid. See that in your cash account. Salary, how much salary paid? 5,200. Salary, 5,200. No adjustment is there. This is your salary. Then interest on bank loan is paid. Interest on bank loan. Here, repayment, salary over repayment of bank loan won't come. So, interest on bank loan, 600 is there. Interest on bank loan, 600. Then, rent and lighting. How much you paid for rent and lighting? Here, rent and lighting, 3,000. Rent and lighting, 3,000. Then sundry expenses we paid. Sundry expenses, 4,400. Sundry expenses, 4,400. Discount allowed. How much discount allowed? See that. Discount allowed 1,600. Discount allowed 1,600. Your bad debt. Bad debt is 1,000. Bad debt 1,000. Then how much discount received? See that. How much discount received? 1,000. Discount received 1,000. This is discount allowed division. So depreciation here. Here, depreciation to be provided 10% per annum on machinery and furniture. So we'll go with the machinery one by one. What's the value of the machinery? We'll see that. See that. What's the value of the machinery? Machinery first is on 1st July. So 12,000. What's the percentage? See that. Here now, 10% per annum on machinery and furniture. It was purchased on 1st July. July, August, September, October, 6 months into 10 by 100 into 6 by 12. This is 10% means 1,200 means 600 rupees. Then what's the value of the furniture? See that. Furniture purchased is there now. Value is 6,000. So 10% of means here 600 is there now. Both have been come in the 600. Here also 600 will come. Depreciation. Depreciation. On machinery 600. On furniture also 600. It becomes 1,200. There is no net profit here now. Here debit side is more. We have to add the debit side. So salary paid, interest on loan paid, lighting we have been paid. Add the figure 0, 0. Six plus 2, 8 plus 6, 14, 18, 24, 26, 2 plus 7, 9, 14, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 2 plus 1, 3, 34, 600, 1,000 gone, 33, 600. Net loss. Any amount left over, see that. Whatever the amount left over, we can see that. Here, salary, rent and lighting, interest on loan, lighting, everything has been put. This 600, 600,000, 200 is there. So add the figure once again. 6 plus 8, 8, 14, 18, 24, 26, 2 plus 7, 9, plus 5, 14, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 2 plus 1, 3. So 34, 600, net loss is 33, 600. We'll go to balance sheet now. Bank balance nil. We'll prepare the balance sheet at the end of the year. Bank balance is nil. What's your closing stock? See that. Your closing stock is 8,400. Your closing debtor, that is in the adjustment, debtor account closing debtor, 11,000. Closing debtor, 11,000. Your investment, 10,000. Your investment is 10,000. You purchased the furniture. Furniture on which date? You purchased the furniture. Machinery, furniture is 6,000. Furniture is 6,000. Depreciation is 600. 5,400. Machinery you purchase. You purchase the machinery. Purchase the machinery. You purchase the machinery. Come back here. Machinery is purchased. 12,000. Machinery 12,000. Depreciation 600. 1,200 half 11,400. Then here come back. Closing creditor. Your closing creditor. 8,000. No bank loan. Your capital is 27,000. You suffer a loss of net loss. And no additional capital. Drawing is 3,000. This is 24,000. Bank overdraft. You open your cash account, you understand? Your receipt and payment, 47,800. 47,800. There is no cash item. Add 0, 0. Here 0, 0. Salary 17,600. Interest on loan 5,200 you have been paid. Interest on loan we have been paid. 5,200 we have been paid. 17,600. Then interest on loan, see that in your cash account. By purchase 5,000. By creditor paid 8,000. By drawing 3,000. By wages we can go with 9,000. By salary 5,200. Bank loan repayment 2,000. Then it is 12,000. Machinery 600. Add 6 plus 4 0. 2 plus 6 8 plus 4 12. 6 14 17 26 31 33 38 42 52,200. Out of that, this one gone. 4 plus 8 12. 47,800 is the bank loan we have taken. Then We'll go with the balance sheet now. Opening stock here 17,600 gross loss has been come. Brought down 17,600 rupees, 17,600 is there. Then your expenditure is salary 17,600, 5,200, then 600, 3,000, Sunday expense 3,000, 4,000, 1,600, 1,000, 1,200. If you add the figure now, 6 plus 2, 8, 14, 18, 24, 26, 2 plus 7, 9, 14, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 2 plus 3, 4, 34, 600. So 33, 600 is the net loss. 33,000 is the next loss. So we have got 58,600. If we add this, what's your net loss now? 33,600. This is 79. Net loss, profit and loss account. Your profit and loss account 79,800. Sorry, 33,600. So it will come 79,800. Here come back 47. This is 24,000. So 47,800. 24,000, then 8,000. 79,800 it will tally. 79,800 it will tally. So it will tally for how much? 79,800. Here we can say that your creditor is 8,000. Regarding the bank loan, what I took, no, loan has been paid out with the assumption. See that with the assumption, what I did in the cash account now, bank repayment of bank loan, we mean to say that we took the loan of rupees 2,000, which has been paid out with the assumption, which has been paid out, and your payments are more 52,200. Your balance is 47,800. It is nothing but a bank overdraft. It will come on the liability side of the balance sheet. So here, your gross loss is 17,600. We bring the 17,600, it will come 34,600. Difference of net loss is 33,600, which will appear on the asset side of the balance sheet. So 33,600 is a profit and loss account. Total is 79,800. Your creditor is 8,000. 27,003 is 24,000. Your bank overdraft is 47,800. Totally it will tally for 79,800. So totally it will tally for 79,800 rupees. Slowly we can do. This is the only problem where we have got more payment have been made, less receipt is there. That's why we took the bank loan and paid. So 24,000 can't be deducted 13,600. So what I did more, I took the loss on the asset side as undistributed loss of rupees 33,600. It will tally for 79,800. So it will tally 79,000, 8,000, 2447 is 79,800. Slowly we can go, we can understand. Okay. So we prepare here debtor account, creditor account, cash account, statement of affairs to find out the capital, trading and P&L account, profit and loss account, and a balance sheet. Slowly we can go. If you feel difficult, you can keep this as a choice, but this is a problem that is definitely come. So we'll have one more problem in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Meet in the next class.